right, man. ESPN predicted that the Detroit Lions would go ahead and put Bojanovic at the 4. Let's talk about some possibilities where the Pistons can, start, who they can start at the 4, and who will finish the game at the 4. And I think a lot of the times you're gonna see the games being finished with different lineups. I think Cade will probably be in there, but you may see Duren finish a game. You might see Bojanovic finish a game. You might see Joe Harris finish the game. So, Bojanovic can be finished. He could be traded. Now, me personally, I think their roster set. You probably see some minor moves coming in. But I think, like the rumor said, they wanted to keep Bojanovic unless they get a first-round draft pick or multiple draft picks or a deal that makes sense. But check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So it's a number of possibilities in the way they can attack the 4. Obviously, Isaiah Stewart, Bojanovic. And there's other lineups they can throw out there to attack that or places they can throw out there. I mean, they trying Wiseman at the 4. I mean, they could try Duren at the 4. They could try Isaiah Livers at the 4. Obviously, some of y'all in y'all mind, it was just my imagination running away with me. And some of y'all think Marvin Bagley at 4 today, which y'all out y'all 4 local mind. But, there are avenues to see, kind of what they, where they can go at the 4, even in this roster. I mean, you can start off talking about Isaiah Stewart. I mean, I just think he's a liability on both sides of the floor. As any position he play out there. Defensively a liability, offensively a liability. 4, 5, 3, 2, 7, 7, 93, 11, wherever you put him at, he's a liability. He a good hustler and he a good rebounder. He tough. That's it. He ain't Ben Wallace. He ain't Wallace Ben. But him playing at the 4, you get a liability on offense. You're playing 4 on 5. You do get a good offensive rebounder probably. And defensively, he gonna get buckets scored on him. Who can he guard? He can't guard Anthony Davis. He can't guard Paulo Blancho. He can't guard Tobias Harris. He can't guard none of the 4s on the spectrum. So that's a guaranteed minimum 20 points a night that's getting hung on his head depending on how much he plays. So he brings nothing to the table. Now you put Bojanovic out there, at least you get a potent scorer and a potent shooter. At least he'd be able to take some of them bigger 4s off the dribble and get them in foul trouble. That's the positive. The negative, your defensive liability. But the positive kind of to the negative is that if you go out there with K, Ivy, Ashore, and Jalen Duren, all 4 of them are very, very capable defenders, and they could be a very good or great, I think potentially great defensive unit if they play together. So it's not like you don't have other great, abilities out there to help, other great defenders. You're going to have 1 or 2 weak defenders as long as they give an effort out there. And I think Bojanovic is more than good enough to give at least a high effort in the average defensive, performance out there night in, night out. But offensively, he's going to make that power forward work on the other end. And then he has a matchup nightmare. You switch him on the point guards, they're too small. You switch him on the 2 guards, they're too small. You switch him on the small forwards, he can do his thing. That's his natural position. On 5s, he get into the rack. So he's really offensively a matchup nightmare. He can handle it, shoot it off the dribble. He can post it. He can get to the rim. He's an all-around scorer, just not a sharpshooter. So that's what he brings to the table. I mean, would you like to have that firepower off the bench? Absolutely. And you can kind of like put him in alternate lineups too. Even if he do start, you can throw him in there with the guard, and with the bench lineup and stagger his minutes and let him go out there and get the green light. But what also helps you with that too is Alec Burke can go get you a bucket off the bench. Marcus Sasser can get you a bucket off the bench. So you ain't gonna be like lacking for scoring ability off that bench. Monty Morris can get you a bucket. So you got through several potent scorers off the bench. Marcus Sasser can heat it up. Burke can heat it up. You know what I'm saying? So you got guys off the bench that can go get a bucket, and James Wiseman can do some things if he's gonna be around. So I mean, then you talking about Isaiah Livers. I mean, the only issue there is maybe a little bit undersized for the power forward position. About 6'6", but he's a thick guy. He's a stronger guy. He can shoot it. He's a good defensive presence out there. He can facilitate, and one thing about him, that corner three that you're looking for, he gonna shoot a high percentage from that corner three if he healthy. Now he done made some changes. I didn't read into the changes that he made, to his physical, his physical diet and his physical strength and conditioning. But he made some changes to his regimen and whatever. So, but he also can post you up, and his leadership, his personality is really good. So if he can stay healthy, I mean, you probably can get away with him, starting at the 4. Playing a little small ball or whatever. And he can post, he can shoot it, he can facilitate. He gonna make the right play. He gonna play the right way. So, just another facilitator. I mean, you put Livers out there, great passer. Ashore, great passer. Ivy, great passer. Cater, great passer. You know what I'm saying? So, Durham should be at no limits for, cuts, pick and rolls, alley-oops, whatever. Dump offs. With Isaiah Livers, the upside is the passing, the shooting, you know what I'm saying? And just an all-around good leader on the floor. The downside is he'd be a little bit undersized. You got to go bang with AD a little bit. Maybe have to bang with some of the bigger power forwards. I don't know who all out there. Maybe the Celtics will run a lineup with Kristoff and Robert Williams in the same lineup. I mean, that'll kind of be the issue about it. But the thing about it is he can take them. Unlike Isaiah Stewart, you got to guard him. He can take you off the dribble. He can shoot it, so you got to respect him offensively. Isaiah Stewart, you're going to live with him. He have a hot night, every 10 games. You can live with that. Alternatively, talking about Marvin Bagley, the issue is he not shifty enough to guard guys on the perimeter, and he don't shoot the ball well enough with the lineup that's probably going to be with the other 4. K, he's trying to find his stroke. Ivy trying to find a shot. Short trying to find a shot. And Durham is going to be Durham. I don't like seeing Durham shoot threes. I like Durham worried about posting up and shooting 10 to 15 footers possible and attacking the rack. But Marvin Bagley, he give you another guy that's going to pile in the paint with Jalen Durham. He's not going to be able to space it out much or none. And then he don't bring no defense at the rim. He going to give you rebounding, and he can run the floor. But as far as sticking with the Paolo Branchos on the perimeters and the Carmelo Anthony-esque type of guys, shout out to Melo for retiring too. He can't stick with those guys. And then James Wiseman, we seen he got abused by Jabari Smith. So I think you got a better chance with Durham playing the 4. But I just think their best option is Bojanovic, Isaiah Livers manning that 4 spot, and then eventually rotating Isaiah Stewart in and rotating anybody else in. So that's my opinion. But I think Bojanovic is the clear leader in the clubhouse. But also, if Isaiah Livers able to stay healthy, I think they it's a good competition there. Livers bring a little bit more well-roundedness there. I think Bojanovic brings more durability and certainty there. So I would go with Bojanovic right now as far as the roster goes. But that's not forgetting somebody. But hey, check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Peace.